So you want to talk about the word apathy? If you have apathetic fan base, that means nobody's buying the tickets. Guys, if we'd have had Brian Kelly as head coach next year, I'm not even considering buying a ticket. I'm just not even considering
Yeah,
doing it.
absolutely not.
But you got a brand new coach that's well respected, that's got the swag and the fire that Lane does.
Mhm.
I'm pretty sure that whenever they go public, they're gonna sell out pretty quickly. Tickets are gonna be very, very hard to get this year. And it's because you got an excited fan base that knows we have a guy that just knows his X's and O's. He's got the personality to match the fans. And again, I just think it's gonna be fun to watch. I'm glad we get to watch.
What's that word you
Absolutely. No.
said? Mafia, before you what that word you said, perfect, right?
Mhm. Perfect.
It truly is a perfect
It
match.
is.
He
It
looked
is, bro.
funny with Ole Miss. He was there for a few years. They were upgraded when they got Lane Kiffin. And I've been upset ever since he been there. When I knew, once I found out that we could have got him before Brian Kelly,
Yeah.
I was like, but again, that guy, I was happy we got him because I'm like, well, he's gonna bring order. He's gonna let these athletes be athletes, but he's gonna keep them in line business wise,
Yeah.
taking care of business. But he did that, but there was no development, no improvement nowhere. This crazy good defensive coordinator we got in Blake Baker couldn't save us. Corey Raymond couldn't save us. He gave the keys to Sloan. He basically Sloaned
Mm.
us into the dirt, whatever his last name means. Not too much disrespect, but that was abysmal. But we are away from that. But the excitement, man, is here for this program. And even if we don't win it all, Imma knock on wood, this next season, it's still gonna be so exciting to go to games, to watch games, to be able to be happy
Yep.
for the team that you root for every weekend because you know every weekend we're gonna have a shot to
For
do
sure.
some big things, put up big numbers offensively and defensively, and
Yep.
it's gonna be consistent. We're recruiting. I don't know about spending all that money every year in the transfer portal. I don't know
Yeah,
about
you won't
breaking the
have
bank
to.
every year, but yeah,
Yeah.
again, I don't
You
think we
won't
will
have
have
to.
to. The development will be there. So that's why I believe other coaches, other teams are just so like hating that he came to LSU because they know.
Yeah.
They would have been perfectly happy with us going with the up and coming coach with this program or somebody that's not basically not up to par for the job.
Right.
But when you see Lane Kiffin and LSU, everybody shakes in their boots. Nothing but negativity gonna come our way, and we're gonna be happy for it. Because
It's the place you don't want to see him at.
come
If
on,
you're
man,
not a fan of LSU, you
Death
don't want to see
Valley,
him at LSU.
come on, man. You got
Yeah.
to come to Death Valley, knowing Lane gonna have something up his sleeve every game. It's gonna be a sight to see. I'm here for it. You see, come on, man.
Yep.
With this cup, you see, but look, I was there at basically our funeral. This is the Kansas State. This is the Texas Bowl.
Oh, wow. No,
I went.
I
I
would love to
won't
play
went,
you
them
man.
forget.
again. I
Come
would
on,
love to
man.
play them again.
We only had like 30 players.
Yeah. Shout out to John Trey Kirkland for living the dream.
And it was so many LSU fans there cheering us on, even though we were losing, just happy, man, to be there and just to support. So when you had that
Right.
behind Lane Kiffin, come on, man.
Yep.
We here.
Yeah. It's going to be interesting. I think one thing y'all were mentioning about a lot's been made about the money we spent on this portal. I think, like you said, Gold, I don't think it'll have to be like this year over year just because the amount of people you have to bring in.
Right.
Uh, but I don't mind spending the money. I mean, we have to get to the place where we're one of the top 5 programs spending money if we want to be an elite contender year in and year out. And I mean, that's what the expectations are going to be. I think I can give them some slack this year. I mean, I think we got to make the playoffs this year. I don't know if I'll go
Ooh,
so far as to say like
interesting.
I think we'll
Interesting.
win it all, just because I think there's going to be news. My only concern is, as we can start to talk about the team is the team will be so much different in October, November than it's going to be in September. Just my only worry is there is so much new, like just in terms of players. Like the team is going to end up being a lot. I think it was like Ohio State was a few years ago where they brought
Mhm.
in all these dudes and they lose to Michigan. They didn't look amazing to begin with, and all of a sudden they get in the playoffs and they're absolutely rolling, kind of like Miami was this past year. They had a lot of ups and downs, and
Yeah.
They got it all cooking. So that's kind of my expectation. You're
Mhm.
saying that's interesting. What you think got to
I
be
mean,
year
look,
one in the conversation?
I made an entire episode about on my pod about expectations because it is hard to get expectations truly for year one. And it's not even the LSU thing at all. Guys, have y'all looked at the schedule? We have a really, really tough schedule.
Very.
Yeah.
This could be a very good football team that still loses 3 games because you got that
Yeah.
kind of schedule. Like that back half where you got like Bama and Texas and
At Tennessee.
Tennessee. I mean, that's that 4-game stretch there at the end. You could go 2-2 and still be a good team. You could go 3-1 and
Absolutely.
still be a good team. So my only trepidation with setting the expectations at playoffs or bust is simply because one, you bringing in so much, right? You bringing in so much, and it has to go perfectly for all that to amount to. I ain't gonna say for it to amount to a playoff push because you got the type of talent that should be competitive and get there. But I think it's interesting that some fans have that. Hey, we gotta make it to the playoffs this year, or it's a failure. I just think it may be a little bit counterproductive to set yourself up to say we have to make the playoffs or this season isn't because Lane isn't going anywhere anytime soon unless an NFL team just comes and
That's it
blows
from
him out of the
him.
water
That's
with an
it.
offer. This is he's going to be here for a while. So I think yes, he wants to win this year. Absolutely. You can look at the transfer portal class, which y'all talk about the money that he spent. I told him, y'all told him, anybody that covers LSU told him that Lane Kiffin was a portal king. So when he goes out and spends all this money to get a class, why is everybody all up in arms about, oh, yeah, but they spent 40? How much you thought it's going to, how much do you
Yeah.
think the number one transfer portal class costs every year? How much do you think it
Exactly.
costs?
It's not a problem when Texas Tech does it or all the other schools do it, but because it's Lane Kiffin, because it's married with
Yeah.
LSU, it's obviously gonna be like that. I mean, they're trying to when the man that we will not say his name went on the Danny Kanell show recently, and
Bad guy.
Danny Kanell tried to tweet out like it was this big breaking news, like, "Oh, LSU spent $40+ million." Like we been
You
knowing
don't
that. We
get it.
knew I could have told you that's what we were gonna spend when we hired him. That's the whole point of him coming
Right.
here. Like to act like that's some shocking thing and it's bad. It's like, well, you were shitting on us when our team sucks. So now we're doing everything possible for our team and program to be good. And
And he's still
now it's a
coming.
problem as well. Like this thing, the Dan was talking about, people really don't want to see LSU do good because I get it. We have some mouthy fans, but
Yep.
it is what it is. And I would agree. Like I'd take 9-3. I just think the expectations from like the more casual fans in the fan base and from a national perspective is like you're spending all this money. No, I got to see the playoffs. And I can agree with that to a certain extent. But like you said, the schedule is so tough. And I think it all will hinge on that Ole Miss game early in the year, to be honest, because like you said, that 4-game stretch, like A&M, Bama, at Tennessee, and somebody
Texas.
else like
Texas.
Texas. Yeah, fuck. It's good luck going through that undefeated.